I'd like to welcome y'all to the kitchen where we cook it up. And today we cooking up conversation. We're going to talk about why exactly would you sign to a label as an independent artist? Like, why would you sign? And different things that make it make sense why you are signing. I'm not signed right now. I know a few signed artists and signed producers, and just going through and listening to their stories of how, you know what I'm saying, how you go about being signed by a record deal in today's age is so important, because now we live in a day where you can literally make your own record company and have access to pretty much everything that these record labels have access to. It's just on a smaller scale. To me, the only way you should really even think about signing to a label, if you have your own record label or you're an independent artist, is to just build your brand, to leverage your brand and scale your brand. Other than that, there's no reason to sign to any label and give them any type of percentage of your masters, or giving away your masters for an advance, or any of that mess. Because think about it, we live in the digital age. A lot of the stuff with these record labels, it is outdated. They literally find who they're going to sign based off of your success in social media, your engagement, how many people are watching you, how much traffic even comes to your site or your platform to check you out and see your music and to see what you're doing. That's what the label is looking for. And if you're already doing that by yourself, why would you give up a percentage of that to a label who's going to, okay, I understand some people be like, oh, it's going to scale, scale it up, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you can scale yourself and own all of your music, look at Kanye West, one of the biggest artists ever, and he's still ranting on Twitter about his contract with the label. And this is one of the biggest artists ever, arguably. So it makes no sense to me why independent artists really search and look to get signed by a record label. There's nothing that they can do for you that you really can't do for yourself, except that it may not be on the scale that they can do it. Because now anybody can listen to your music 1,000 times on Spotify if they wanted to, on YouTube. When streaming came, it changed the game. You don't need record labels no more. You don't need a label to print up 500,000 CDs or however many CDs, and then you got to worry about the damages to the CDs, that some of the CDs may get damaged. You got to worry about a box falling off the back of the truck and somebody selling your CDs. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other things that you will have to worry about. But now, people don't buy CDs no more, really. People stream music. The streaming services. Why get a CD when you can just pay $10.99 and listen to how many songs you want to, as many times as you would like to? So to me, the only way that you should sign to a record label is if you are trying to build your brand and leverage your brand, and it makes sense to sign with them. Like in Rush's case, I watched many videos on Rush where it was like, he said the only reason why he signed, I think it was to Columbia if I'm not mistaken, is because he wanted radio play. And he felt like the only way he can really get radio play is if he signed to a label. But in actuality, radio play is not very important in nowadays. It's just really not. A lot of people don't even still listen to the radio. I mean, granted, yeah, that's a royalty check, but I mean, you gotta have a $20,000 budget to spend with the program of, the director of the radio programming. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different things. To me, it's just about leveraging yourself and building your brand. And when your brand becomes big enough for where you can, leverage your business against a label, then that's when you do that. But as far as starting out and then your whole goal, in-game goal, is to be signed by a label, You have the wrong idea already. We live in an age where you don't need a label. The label needs you. The label needs you. You know what I mean? So let's say you sign a deal. If you ever was to sign a deal, never let the label keep any of your independent catalog. So that's any music you made before you signed should not even be on the table for a deal. You need to know what your royalty splits are, what your advance is, who's going to your publishing, your masters, and then your creative control. It's so much stuff that you will be giving up to sign to a label if you don't make the right agreement. So just make sure all of you independent artists out there, be careful with these labels, because they're really not out for your best interest. They're out for the dollar, the almighty dollar. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense to them. So protect your career. Protect your intellectual property that you will be giving up. So with that being said, artists, if you are independent, stay independent until it makes sense to sign the deal. Don't be out here looking to sign no deal. Let them come to you. I watched something and they said, hey, if they want to sign you, they will find you. So stop looking and just worry about building your brand. Worry about building brand awareness around who you are as an artist. Give value to your fans. And then just grow. Leverage and grow and continue to do so. But other than that, just keep doing it. Keep growing. Keep making music. Keep learning. Never stop learning. It's your boy Trak Picasso. We in the kitchen cooking up. We cooking up conversations. Y'all have a good one. All my artists out there, y'all take care. And we'll be back. Take care.